So we had 208 yards passing. They had 128 passing. We had 62 yards running the football. They had 125. We had 270. They had 253 total.
In the field, on the field, everything we do, we dominate. That means kill a fly with a sledgehammer. But it's not about the fly you just killed. It's about the other flies that's watching.
Go Dogs, and welcome to the Chennis Berry Show. So we talk South Carolina State football with Bulldog head football coach Chennis Berry. On Saturday, the Bulldogs ventured up to Williams-Brice Stadium in the capital city of Columbia, South Carolina. The Gamecocks come away with a 30-10 win over the Bulldogs. But Coach Berry, last week you said we would get after them, and let me tell you, we were right there.
Absolutely. I'm so proud of our staff. Our coaches did an outstanding job of putting great plans together versus a really good University of South Carolina Gamecock football team. But I tell you what, our players, super proud of them, man. We showed resilience through it all. We showed fight, we showed effort, we showed determination, we showed a physicality that we can play with anybody, man. So that, we came up short from the mission. The mission every week doesn't matter who we play is to go 1-0. We fell short of that, but I tell you what, we gained a lot of confidence in that game, and our team knows that we have a really good football team, and we look forward to a great 2025 season.
Now, folks, the thing that made this game so different is there was 2-hour lightning delay. 2-hour lightning delay. It didn't kick off, Coach, until 9:21. You sit around for 2 hours and 21 minutes, but then you come out, and we're the better football team.
I tell you what, we really believe. When you have a delay like that, a lot of things happen in terms of operation. The pregame meal that you ate 4 hours before kickoff, now it starts to wear off. Now you start dipping into your halftime snacks. And then you have to make a decision whether you're going to eat the post-game meal before the game. There's so many things that happens. And we don't have the budgets where we can just, go out and go buy another a set of meals for about 150 people. So we had to figure it out all in all. But, our guys, through it all. They were ready to play. They came out that locker room ready to rock and roll. Super proud of them, man. They really believe, to be honest, man. Sometimes you go into those type of games and guys don't believe, but I tell you what, the tribute to our coaching staff, how we do things here at South Carolina State. Whenever we hit that field, regardless of who we play, all right, we believe we can go 1-0. And again, we're grateful for the opportunity. We're thankful for Bulldog Nation who showed up, man. I looked up, it was a packed house out there, but I saw the garnet and blue in the building. So we appreciate you, Bulldog Nation, for supporting our Bulldogs as we tried to achieve victory. We fell up a little short, but I tell you what, you ought to be proud of that football team because we got something special going into this 2025 season.
Coach, when you look at this, a lot of times you deal with a football championship subdivision team. It's usually the physicality that's the difference. On both sides of the football, offensively and defensively, we created all kind of problems for them. And I'm sorry, Gamecock fans, but Lenard Sellers had a tough time, Coach. If he's going to win a Heisman Trophy, he didn't do it against the Bulldogs.
To be honest, you're right. Our defense played really well. As a head football coach, you want your team to be known for certain things. How we look is important to me. How we play, all that matters. And two things I really want to always be known for is a disciplined football team and a physical football team. And, when the game was over, myself and Coach Beamer got a chance to shake hands and talk and congratulate each other after the game. But all in all, the first thing he said is, Coach, you have a really good football team, and they're very, very physical. And that's what we want to be known for. We play the game the right way. We want to do it the right way. We want to be disciplined. We want to make sure the guys are flying around and believing. But all in all, we want to be physical.
Coach, when you're thinking about this, tell me, what was it like for you on the sidelines? Because I could feel it way up in the press box that our team, as the game went on, the confidence began to grow, that all of a sudden we're in this football game and have an opportunity to win.
That's so true. They really believe. Honestly, coming out the locker room, when I looked at the football team, I said, listen, guys, there ain't a whole lot to talk about in a moment like this. The environment was electric, to see all those people stay, through a 2-hour delay and through the rain, the storms, just tribute to the fans out there, man. They did a great job of just staying through it all. But our team really believed. And like I tell them, the 90,000 in the stands can't play the game. It's only 11 that they can put out there. We're going to put 11, they're going to put 11. And again, I want to make sure that we're sound in everything that we're doing. Play hard, believe Play hard for your brothers. Don't worry about anybody else. You play hard for those guys, those 105 players on this football team, 15 coaches, and I think they really, really did that. So through it all, super proud of my football team because they really, really showed grit, determination, execution, all those things that's going to lead us to a great 2025 season.
Now, in this ball game, the defense probably had the better game, but let's talk a little bit about the offense. You really spread things around. When you look at the final stats on this game, you had 10 receivers. 10 receivers were targeted. 9 caught passes, 9 different receivers. This is between 2 quarterbacks, and statistically, both Billy Atkins and Ryan Stubblefield gave a good show of themselves.
I tell you what, man, we got 2 really good quarterbacks, man. It's a blessing to have, and we're going to continue to use those guys for the first few games. You know, once we get into the nitty-gritty, we're going to settle on one guy, but they deserve to play, and they did a good job of spreading the ball around. I was really proud of our offensive line. You know, you're talking about going against one of the top defensive lines in America. And I think they held their own for the most part. You know, obviously at the end of the day, those guys made a few plays, but, you know, I was very, very proud of our offensive line. Receivers made plays. Jalen Johnson is the real deal. Yeah. Regardless of where he plays or who he plays against, he's an outstanding young man, first of all, and he's a really, really good football player. But a lot of guys made plays. All right? When I was looking at a young man that made the play last week, man, you know, to be able to see him come right back out and make more plays today, super proud of him, man. He is really, really, Shamonte Burgess is a special guy, and he's earned the right to play more. So super proud of Shamonte. The whole receiving core, you know, how our running backs ran hard. Man, I was great to see Casey Fields. He got in the game in the second half, man, and he really ran the ball hard, you know, with determination and grit, caught the ball well out the backfield. So all in all, we moved the ball pretty well offensively, but at the end of the day, we shot ourselves in the foot with a couple self-inflicted negatives. But like I tell our guys, man, they're on scholarship, you're on scholarship, you got to make your play, and when the opportunity to make your play, you got to be able to win your one-on-one.
The difference in the football game in the first half went back to special teams, and of course with the Gamecocks struggling on offense, they couldn't do anything offensively, but as special teams, they made a couple plays, Coach, and that turned out to be the difference in the first half.
All in all, the drain again. You know, we talk about fountains and drains, and, you know, I tell you what, schematically, we put a scheme together. We fixed the problems in terms of scheme. But at the end of the day, you got to make the tackle. You know, we had both opportunities on both of those punt. When we are able to punt and they have their punt return, we had guys there to make the tackle on both opportunities. At the end of the day, you have to make the tackle. And we didn't make the tackle. So we fixed the scheme part of it. Now you got to go out and physically complete the task. And we didn't do that. We fell a little short with that, but the guys still believe we're going to continue to build on our special teams unit. You know, we do some really good things on special teams, and it came down to the kicking game at the end of the day, because at that point, our defense, I'll tell you what, they were playing lights out in all facets. They were stopping the run. They were great against the pass. They were getting rushed on the passer. And like you say, pretty much held that young man in check pretty much most of the day.
4.5 minutes to go in the first half. It's still a 3-0 South Carolina State lead in those 2 special teams situations, Coach. But from that standpoint, you got to be pleased with the way your team kept you in this thing at this point, because we still had opportunities, because, again, the whole first half goes by, and the Gamecocks have yet really to crack the South Carolina State defense.
They really didn't, man. I was so proud of it all. You know, our guys really believed, man. We went into the half with the right mindset. Guys were really believing, just dapping each other up and saying it's another half. We got 30 more minutes. So, again, super proud of the Bulldogs.
All right, now it was the time for the Prisma Health Injury Report for the South Carolina game. Coach, there are some guys banged up. I think USC has some players injured as well. How do we do as far as injuries are concerned? Because I thought we came out pretty well.
Oh, we came out great. That's always a concern when you go against those, you know, P4 teams, especially one in the SEC. It's the physical part of the game. But all in all, I think we came out well. We had a guy that went down a little bit, but he's good. I saw him right after that. He's standing up, bringing Scott. He's our starting rover. He's ready to rock and roll. He'll be ready to line up this week versus Bethune-Cookman. But super proud. You know, at the end of the day, we don't have anybody that has a significant injury. Bumps and bruises, typical football. But I'm grateful to know that we're healthy going into next week.
All right, that is your Prisma Health Injury Report for the South Carolina game. We'll take a break here on the Chennis Show. When we come back, we'll talk about Saturday's second half highlights, Bulldogs and Gamecocks at Williams-Brice Stadium on this edition of the Chennis Show.
Your home is where your memories live, where you laugh and where you love. We understand the importance of the valuables under your roof, tangible and intangible alike. So no matter what's around the corner, we'll be there, offering you and your family the support that's made Farm Bureau Insurance a trusted name for nearly 70 years. You deserve more. You deserve a promise.
Hey, grab me one too.
A single moment can ignite a passion. With every play, a spirit of teamwork is forged, and determination evolves into success. Life is the ultimate team sport, and a trusted teammate makes all the difference. Our team at Founders Federal Credit Union works hard every day to offer the financial tools you need, backed by unrivaled member service. Relax, you're with Founders.
No one takes care of families like Prisma Health. As South Carolina's largest health system, we have nearly 600 primary care doctors across the Midlands and upstate, so you can choose the one who's right for you. With a more personalized approach, more locations, and more convenience, including 24/7 virtual urgent care and online or in-person visits with your primary care doctor, we're doing even more to help you be your healthiest you. Prisma Health, the primary care experts.
Go Dogs, and welcome back to the Chennis Berry Show. We talk Bulldog football with South Carolina State head Bulldog, Chennis Berry. Of course, Coach Berry going into the second half now. First off, let's go back in the locker room. Tell me what that atmosphere was like in the locker room, understanding that we were in this football game, we were leading this football game and dominating this football game, but the scoreboard doesn't quite reflect that.
Just kept them believing at the end of the day. Keep believing. Keep believing. First thing I do when I come in the locker room is I get with the staff. We sit down, talk about any adjustments we need to make, things that we liked in the first half, things that we have to clean up, all three phases, offense, defense, special teams. We know defense was playing really, really well. I thought the offense, I told the offensive staff, I tell you what, we were moving the ball fairly well in the first half. But again, special teams, we had to clean it up. And it more so wasn't the scheme, it was more so of the guys actually making the tackle. But all in all, when I got to the team, man, they were really, really, really excited. They felt really good at that point that they were still in the game. Like I told them, it's 60 minutes of football. We did a good job in the first 30 minutes, all right? And went out in the second 30 minutes with the right mindset. And I told them, just keep believing, man. Just keep believing in the process. It's football at the end of the day. All right, our 11 versus their 11, and I thought they were doing a really good job in that first half. And I wanted to make sure that they came out with the right mindset in that second half.
Now, I thought Billy Atkins went 6 for 9 for 81 yards in the first half, but came out in the second half. Coach, you started with Billy in the second half, but you decided to make a move on that next possession, get Ryan Stubblefield in the game, who rallied us last week. Talk about that quarterback situation and how both guys played on Saturday.
Well, like you say, both of them played. Billy did some good things, and Ryan did some good things as well. But Ryan brings a spark. Sometime, and sometimes we need a spark. And, Ryan was slow on his first drive, but then he got going on his second drive and for the rest of the game. So Ryan's a really, really explosive player. Billy's a really good passer as well. But all in all, we're going to continue, like I say, to use those guys for the first about 4 or 5 games. And then after that, we're going to settle down before we get into media play on who was our guy.
Now, start talking about the receivers a little bit, Coach, because you had some guys come in. And let me tell you, folks, it made me smile to see Nick Soul get in a football game. Nick had made plays in practice. People talk about what he can do. Man, Nick came in and made a couple beautiful catches and plays.
Nick is a really good football player. Nick's been with me for the last few years. He was with me at the last institution. Really good football player from a great Dutch Fork program. We knew that Nick can play. And again, it's just his opportunity. He stepped up. Now he's earned more opportunities because he had 2 really good catches, a nice out route on a flood concept. We were running to the right sideline. Then he did a great job on the double move on a little slant and go. He did a great job of bringing it in. But he's a big 6'6" guy, great young man, unbelievable talent, and he's going to play more for us as we continue to go through the rest of the season.
And it's funny thing about the catch with Nick, and I go back to that catch. identical catch in practice. We've seen it several times. Nice to see something that you worked for, like, finally happened in the ball game.
I was so proud of him, to be honest, man. I pulled him, after, the celebrations, and he got a chance to love on his teammate. I say, man, come on over here, Nick. I'm so proud of you, man. Because, again, you've been waiting your turn. And, again, opportunities. You talking about Burgess, all right, Shamonte, all right, you talking about Nick. These are good guys in our program that has done outstanding things. They're just waiting on their opportunity. And the opportunity of a lifetime only lasts a lifetime of the opportunity. And those guys are taking advantage of their opportunity, and they're going to earn more. Earn trust in their coaches, earn trust in their brothers, and earn trust in their quarterbacks to get them the ball.
All right, let's go to the defensive side of the football, because when you look at this and sum this game up, USC only scored 2 offensive touchdowns in this ball game. Coach Marcus Jones, those guys in the backfield back there up front, Mike Luns, made plays all day long. I mean, it was exciting to see this Bulldog defense create so many problems for a top 10 team.
Really, really special performance that we put together. Everything else starts with stopping the run. You got to be physical at the point of attack and just do your job. I told our guys, listen, guys, you don't have to do anything out of the ordinary. Just do your 1-11. It's 11 guys on the field. You just do your job and do it with a physicality that they will remember. All right? Remember, I always talk about that fly. Kill a fly with a sledgehammer. It's not about the fly you just kill. It's the other flies that's watching. But guess what? That means everybody that we play going forward, they're watching, and they're going to get the opportunity to say that our defense really, really plays well. Our whole team does a really good job. But I tell you what, very, very proud of those big guys up front. They did an outstanding job of stopping the run, put them in third down situation. I believe we held them 3 out of 12 on third down, which is freaking outstanding. So super proud of our guys.
You start talking about South Carolina State on Saturday. It was the Bulldog defense that really kept us in that ball game throughout. Now, speaking of defense, Food Line's a big sponsor here of South Carolina State. It's time for the sack to give back, and for every sack the Bulldogs get, Food Line donates $1,000 worth of groceries to communities in the Orangeburg area as far as helping them out. Didn't have that many, but Mike Luntz in 2 games now had 2 sacks in the first game, got another sack he's credited with in this ball game. But we got a lot of pressure, Coach. It was great to see us have something from Food Line to be able to donate this week.
You know what? I tell you what, the whole entire D-line and linebackers did a good job of getting pressure all day. They might have credited Mike Lawrence with a sack, but I saw Sean Braun on a few. I saw Josh Chisholm. I seen Chisholm. I seen all those guys on the quarterback getting hits. So, all in all, I thought our D-line played it really, really well. And I thought our linebackers did a great job. And all in all, our secondary, they're covering some of the top players in the country, and they did a good job of keeping the guy over the top, did a good job of rallying to the football, did a good job even when the ball went in the flat, getting down and making sure tackles. So proud of our defensive effort.
You start talking about these defense coaches. I'm sorry, I can't let the defense go. And I go back to Lenora Sellers. We always want to give great players their flowers, but this kid, they talk about one of the best in the country. He was under control on Saturday night.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Super proud of their effort. He's a really good football player. And he sure looks the part, too. When I looked out there on the field, he's a good-looking human being, man. I tell you what. But I tell you what, our defense did a really good job. I'm super proud of them. And, again, it's something we can build on for the rest of the season.
Coming up next, we're going to have a player profile. So we'll meet Kennesaw, Georgia native Josh Barker on this edition of the Chennis Berry Show.
No one takes care of families like Prisma Health. As South Carolina's largest health system, we have nearly 600 primary care doctors across the Midlands and upstate. So you can choose the one who's right for you. With a more personalized approach, more locations, and more convenience, including 24/7 virtual urgent care and online or in-person visits with your primary care doctor, we're doing even more to help you be your healthiest you. Prisma Health, the primary care experts.
Hey, South Carolina, we want to be the choice for your Medicaid plan. With Healthy Blue, you have access to thousands of quality providers to fit your needs. Qualifying members can get free extra benefits like gift cards, car seats, diapers, and so much more. Members can also earn rewards for completing health activities like getting your flu vaccine or certain health screenings. You have a choice when it comes to Medicaid. Get more from your Medicaid plan. Visit healthybluesc.com today.
Life moves fast, and while you're raising future MVPs, it's good to know you've got a teammate with Founders, a partner you can trust to always have your back, with products and services that give you the freedom to focus on the more important things. While you're sharing those moments, remember, we're here for one single reason, to help grow your financial success. So when the game is done, you can relax. Because at Founders, our most valuable player is you.
A single moment can ignite a passion. With every play, a spirit of teamwork is forged, and determination evolves into success. Life is the ultimate team sport, and a trusted teammate makes all the difference. Our team at Founders Federal Credit Union works hard every day to offer the financial tools you need, backed by unrivaled member service. Relax, you're with Founders.
Founders Federal Credit Union means banking made for you. The on the go, the pick up and go, and the oh, I want to go. Because at Founders, we give you the financial tools that make every dollar work for you. For the little things to the big things. For your future and your peace of mind. We'll always stay grounded in our roots, but reaching beyond what you'd expect is where we'll always go. Find out what our members already know and enjoy a new way to bank. Relax, you're with Founders.
Go Dogs, and welcome back to the Chennis Berry Show. It's time for our Players Spotlight. And Coach, a player you know very well, Josh Barker's in the spotlight.
Josh Barker, what an unbelievable football player. Unbelievable young man, great student. When you talk about a football player, he's the epitome of a dominating football player. I mean, he really is, man. But, you know, the work that he puts in the offseason, if you ever follow him on social media, I mean, he's always training. He's a training kind of guy, working on his craft, putting tools in his toolbox. I mean, he's a 675-pound squat. He's about a 450 bench, and he's about I think about 375 power clean. So you're talking about unbelievable training guy, you know. Great young man, great family. Super proud to have Josh Barker on this football team.
All right, folks, let's meet Josh Barker of South Carolina State.
Go Dogs.
Go Dogs.
State your name.
Joshua Barker, junior defensive lineman from Kennesaw, Georgia.
You've been here for a season. What's the difference between this season and last season?
I would say the start of the season is different. I feel like everybody kind of bought into the culture a lot faster than last year and starting off 1-0 rather than 0-1.
So what are some of your expectations for this season?
My expectation is that a lot of guys on the team will learn from last year but not dwell on it and use that as fuel to get us to where we need to be this year. So just buying in, understanding what the mission is, and helping us get to the end.
Final question. What is something that no one knows about you?
I'm a self-taught back flipper. I didn't watch no videos. I just felt it one day, went for it, landed it, just been up from there, honestly.
Is there anything you want to tell Bulldog Nation?
Shout out to my mom and my dad. They're the reason I made it this far. Honestly, they're the reason I chose South Carolina State. So I say like the fans owe it to them.
Go Dogs.
Yeah, go Dogs.
A single moment can ignite a passion. With every play, a spirit of teamwork is forged, and determination evolves into success. Life is the ultimate team sport, and a trusted teammate makes all the difference. Our team at Founders Federal Credit Union works hard every day to offer the financial tools you need, backed by unrivaled member service. Relax, you're with Founders.
No one takes care of families like Prisma Health. As South Carolina's largest health system, we have nearly 600 primary care doctors across the Midlands and upstate. So you can choose the one who's right for you. With a more personalized approach, more locations, and more convenience, including 24/7 virtual urgent care and online or in-person visits with your primary care doctor, we're doing even more to help you be your healthiest you. Prisma Health, the primary care experts.
Your home is where your memories live, where you laugh, and where you love. We understand the importance of the valuables under your roof, tangible and intangible alike. So no matter what's around the corner, we'll be there, offering you and your family the support that's made Farm Bureau Insurance a trusted name for nearly 70 years. You deserve more. You deserve a promise.
Hey, grab me one too.
Go Dogs! And welcome back to the Chennis Berry Show. You talk Bulldog football with South Carolina State head coach Chennis Berry. Coach, back in the friendly confines of obviously Dawson, Willie E. Jeffries Field, Bethune-Cookman coming to town. And Bethune-Cookman, South Carolina State, that rivalry goes way back.
Yes, old MEAC rivalry, right? Been going on for a long time. First thing I want to see, Oliver C. Dawson Stadium, Willie E. Jeffries Field. I want to see it packed. You know, our young men deserve to see 20,000 screaming fans out there. And we're excited about it, you know. But I tell you what, going against a good SWAC football team, Bethune-Cookman, their head coach, Raymond Woody, you know, he's going to have his team ready to go. They suffered a tough one this past week. They played up a level as well. They played the University of Miami. And again, it's not about their team, it's about us. We're going to respect all our opponents. We got to fix some things in terms of the Bulldogs are concerned, making sure that we can clean some things up here and there. But I'll tell you what, we're going to have a confident football team that's ready to go out and secure the ultimate mission, and that's to go 1-0.
You know, Coach, it was a tough situation this past week with USC. Team got a lot of confidence. Mm-hmm. How do you temper that confidence in practice and go like, hey, look, we got to start over. We haven't done anything yet. Because you got to get in that mindset, get prepared for Bethune-Cookman, who feels like they can come in and maybe pull an upset.
Well, I tell you what, it's not really worried about that at all. Our team always will be ready to go. You know, that's just how I'm built as a head football coach. We're going to remove the last game. We're going to get ready for the next one. It's the new opponent. It's a new week, new opponent, new opportunity. And our young men will be ready to go. So we'll put the last game to bed. We always talk about whether you win, lose, or draw. It's 24 hours. And after those 24 hours, we refocus ourselves and get ready for our next opponent. So I trust that our coaches will do an outstanding job. Our players will be locked in. Our leadership council will lead us in order to have a good week of practice so we can get ready for another week against a good Bethune-Cookman football team.
Folks, we expect to see your face in the place this weekend at the Oliver C. Dawson Stadium, Willie E. Jeffries Field, when the Bulldogs take on the Wildcats of Bethune-Cookman. Now, this show would not be possible without all our great sponsors: Founders Federal Credit Union, MUSC, Blue Choice Health Plan, Healthy Blue, Farm Bureau, Prisma Health, Pepsi, and the Food Land SAC to Give Back program, and of course the folks at the South Carolina Educational Lottery. Folks, we expect to see you on Saturday at the Oliver C. Dawson Stadium, and of course next week right here on Watch Fox 57 on the Chennis Berry Show. Go Dogs!
Go Dogs!
In the field, on the field, everything we do, we dominate. That means kill a fly with a sledgehammer. But it's not about the fly you just killed. It's about the other flies that's watching.